What's up, everybody? I'm JGott with a response video today. Something a little different. Saw a video in the glitch forum online in Google Plus, and they brought out a guy's name by Dr. Trey. I know who he is. He doesn't know who I am, which is fine. But he made a video about console parity not being new, calling people out as being casuals. Well, the problem with his video is that, or his comment was that he went as far back as the PS2 era, which is not, I don't think, in my opinion, a good example. He should have went far back as the NES, Sega era, or Nintendo and Sega back in the early 90s, when it was quite obvious where a game looked and ran better on one console or the other. Parity didn't exist back in the early 90s. It didn't. I mean, I don't know if he knows that or not. I figure he should, but he just wants to not bring that up, which is his choice. But if you're gonna spit knowledge out or spit something out, at least come correct. At least try to, you know. But back in the day, I remember some games like Sunset Riders on the Genesis version. If I remember correctly, the Genesis version was the full game, and the NES version was missing. Maybe the other way around. Either or, one of the versions was actually missing stages out of the game, out of the final release. Out of, versus the other one had the full game. And other games had different animations in the game, which the other version didn't have. Which is a multiplat, right? Now, we all knew the Super Nintendo had better sound. It just did. I mean, this is called what it was. So if a game came out on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis at the same time, we always knew that the Super Nintendo had a better sounding game, right? And the Super Nintendo, I think it was even a stronger game, a stronger console at the time. So its version of the game was better than the Genesis version. So to say that console parity it was always around, it's a straight lie, man. It wasn't always around. And you brought in PC into the equation. Well, I don't know if you game on PC. If you do, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But my thing is, I understand what you're trying to get at, but my thing is, why should a platform be held down from the lowest common denominator? Meaning, why should the PC version of a game be dumbed down to the console version? Yeah, it's more business-wise, more cost-effective, but to the consumer, as yourself and I, it doesn't make any sense. The version of the game I'm getting it on should be at its full potential on that said platform. Because if this parity thing is nothing new, then why isn't the Wii U getting all the games that we're getting on everything else? If it's not an issue, right?